Who knows what evil lurks in the heart of games? The Shadows knows. Hi, I'm the Shadows Knows, and I'm back with a video response to Mamemeister Alan, forgotten his last name, video 5 random questions to the YouTube community. And I usually don't do such response videos, but I found those questions really quite interesting. So the first question is, what's your favorite game system, video game medium? Tape, disc, cartridge, CD, DVD, digital download? And I clearly have to say, it depends. I love the simplicity of the cartridges on the early consoles, and nowadays I prefer tapes on the 8-bit computers, and I really hated tapes back in the days. Probably mostly caused by my dataset, which did not work properly. It was far more unreliable than it should have been. So yeah, loading a game was basically a hit and miss. It worked better on the shorter games, the earlier ones. Yeah, but I was really quite happy that I got my disk drive only a couple of months after I got my Commodore 64. So yeah, then discs were my favorite medium, because we didn't buy our games, we copied them. Yeah, pirates, very evil. Arr! And nobody would share games with you if you only had a tape drive. So a floppy disk drive was really a necessity on the Commodore 64. And yeah, I got speed DOS I think 1 year after I got my disk drive. So yeah, not only because the loading times were pretty annoying, but if you ever copied 20 or 30 double-sided Commodore 64 discs in a single day without speed DOS, then you know how handy this parallel mod can be. Yeah, and no favorite medium on the Amiga, because you only had floppy disks on the Amiga, and they really sucked. They were really unreliable, much more unreliable than the disks on the Commodore 64. And to me, PC disks were even less reliable. Yes, I am a PC guy. Never had a Super Nintendo or a Mega Drive or a PlayStation or PlayStation 2 back in the days. So yeah, only had a PC. And discs really sucked on a PC, to be honest. And yeah, CDs. If you could install the CD on the hard disks, then CDs were okay. But playing from a CD was always a pain, because of not because of the data transfer rate, but because of the seek time. It's really crappy. And yeah, first you could really easily copy the CDs, because they basically thought the high cost of a CD burner with a proper SCSI controller and the proper PC that was fast enough, and the hard disk, best also a SCSI one, was quite expensive. It cost, yeah, basically over 1,000 German marks. I paid for my first CD burner. And yeah, that was quite a bit of money. Almost a third of the cost of the total PC. So yeah, not something everybody was willing to go. And blank CDs also were not really cheap back then. Yeah, but yeah, then there came the copy protection, digital restriction management schemes on the CDs, which were a real pain in the ass, especially for me, because I had one of those Black Store 32x CD drives because they could read audio CDs at quite a high speed without any errors. And this was quite prone to the copy protection, and so the copy protected discs caused the really expensive Flexstore drive to revert to single speed, which made the games load an eternity. Yeah, and then copy protection got worse and worse and even worse, and it ended with one game that would not. It was one of the Anno games. I don't know which year, but it would not want to work with my DVD burner, which was the only optical drive that I had in that PC. And yeah, so I had to get another drive. I had a spare DVD reader lying around somewhere, so I did not have to buy anything new, but I found this really annoying, so I had to fit in a second DVD drive just to play this fucking game because of the fucking copy protection. And that was, I think, if not the last game, it was one of the last games that I bought, because yeah, all the copy protection bullshit was starting to piss me off. So I got to the drawer and I pulled out my Commodore 64 and my Amiga and started playing and collecting retro stuff instead of playing current games. And yeah, let's go to question 2 right now. That's how much online gaming do you do now? None. For a couple of reasons. First of all, I have a really crappy and unstable internet connection thanks to Vodafone. And yeah, it's basically impossible to play with this connection, so I have to drive to a mate, which is not a huge problem. He has a second beefy gaming PC over there, and I can basically drop in whenever I want, but I really prefer to play at home, especially if I'm quite tired when I get home from school, so I don't want to drive for 20 minutes to go to a mate and spend 3 hours over there, and yeah, I have to sleep, and weekends are also short. Yeah, it's not exactly none. I played some some free-to-play plane and tank game. I can't remember, Battlehawks, possibly, can't remember it. Quite enjoyed it. Yeah, I played it a couple of weeks ago. I think I did record some footage, but I don't think it turned out quite well. I have to drop by my mate and see if he still has it. Yeah, but I did play some. If I actually think about it, I never played really much online. I played some Diablo 2 with a couple of mates, still on a modem back in the days, and I played quite a bit of Battlefield 2. I think I played it for a year or even longer. I think it was 2 years, and I had an average of more than 2 hours a day on ranked servers, so I played that a lot. But yeah, then was this increasing pain of copy protection, and my thanks to Vodafone, my internet connection got even crappier, so I had to stop playing online games. Also, I couldn't afford a decent enough PC to play them. Yeah, so I stopped. Question number 3. Have you ever written a game? I tried a couple of times. First, I tried to write some very basic graphic adventure games in BASIC on the Commodore 64. Then I played around a little bit with Gary Kitchen's Game Maker. I don't think I ever made a really playable game with that. Then I got Shoot 'em Up Construction Kit, and I actually got an original copy of that. And yeah, played around with that a little bit. I think I finished 1 or 2 levels in a game, but I'm a horrible graphic artist. Yeah, you probably know my logo. And yeah, it didn't really look very good. I I used floppy disks as enemies. That says about everything. Yeah, and then later I designed a quite huge level for Duke Nukem 3D. Was almost finished. It had an underground train, and it was, I think, the playing area was larger than officially supported by the build engine. But there were some tricks to get around that, and it was really quite large. It was almost finished. I only had to position the weapons, the health kits, and the enemies. And then my hard disk crashed in this computer. I think it was... definitely was the first hard disk crash. And it wasn't the only one where I lost data. So over 20 years of PC and only had 2 hard disks to fail that I could not recover the data on them. Yeah, but yeah, it was quite frustrating. It took me a long time to get this far, and yeah, I basically stopped because I was pissed that I was really working hard on this and was quite finished, and then I lost everything. Yeah, and that were my only efforts in trying to create a game. All of this is lost. I don't have any of this anymore. Probably except the Duke Nukem level, everything wasn't really worth showing. But I'm thinking about making a simple game with the shoot 'em up construction kit, because I'm thinking about making a comparison video on that. But probably in the future. No current plans to do that. Yeah, question 4. Do you ever think one day you'll decide to give up with YouTube, and why? Let me answer this question twice. There will probably be one final day when I give up YouTube, when all this copyright bullshit is taking overhand and it becomes unbearable. I hope this will never happen, because I quite enjoy making those videos on YouTube here. But I fear it won't get better. So yeah, there may be someday where making gameplay videos as I do, and as probably a lot of others do, will just not be possible anymore. Again, I hope this day will never come, but I fear someday it will. Yeah, and the other answer to this question is I do it every year. Every summer I simply get tired of all this electronic shit when the weather is getting better and the days are really getting longer, and it doesn't get dark before 10 or 10:30 in the summer over here. I live under the roof, and it can get really hot. So yeah, I stopped making videos then, and I even stopped answering comments, because I really don't want to be here, and I really don't want to sit in front of a computer when it's really hot and nice outside. So every year in June, most of the time in June, I quit YouTube, and every year again in September, October, mostly October, I return to YouTube with some new ideas, and every time when I return, I enjoy it at least as much as I did before I quit. So yeah, I don't really quit. I take an elongated summer break. Let's put it that way. Yeah, 3 months or even longer. Very elongated summer break. And last but not least, question number 5. How many hours a week do you devote to making YouTube content? That's quite hard to to answer, because what do you consider making YouTube content? It's more than just sitting in front of the camera or behind the camera and recording the gameplay video. I do everything on original hardware. For some systems I use tape drives. So yeah, I have to load the game. Is that producing content? I think it is. So yeah, waiting 5 minutes about for each game on the VIC-20, or 5 to 10 minutes for each game on the Spectrum or the Amstrad, which are the systems I use tape drives for. Yeah, so I think that's part of creating a video content. So is editing the videos. But if you know my videos, I don't spend that much time on editing because I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, but I also maintain my own game database. I do a lot of research to see if a particular game came out on more than one system. So if it does, I usually make a comparison video, or put it on my list to make a comparison video. And if it's exclusive to a particular system, I just make a ordinary video about it. And this research takes up quite some time. And yeah, the list is, I just passed 7,000 entries, so I have uploaded about 1,000 videos. So you can estimate how long my channel would survive if this copyright shit doesn't take overhand. Yeah, I think that's also producing content. So yeah, how much time do I devote to YouTube every week? Probably somewhere between 10 and 20 hours every week. Not every week, but on an average. So yeah, that's a lot of time, and I'm still enjoying this. I would probably make a lot of money when I would yeah, do basically any other job at that time. But yeah, I can still fit it in my spare time. So yeah, let's record five hours on Saturdays, 5 hours on Sunday, and you already have 10 hours. Then edit a couple of hours a week and do some research, and you got your 20 hours. So yeah, it's not that much, and I already did similar stuff before I started making this video. So yeah, it's basically filming the stuff I enjoy doing. So yeah, I don't know how long this video is, because if I have the viewfinder display rotated, it doesn't show any times, only record button and some battery status. Great, I hope it's not too long, and I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.